So we have seen that in a mere 300 years after Europeans reached the coast of North America, most of the then existing Native Americans in Texas and the Southern Plains had been assimilated or were gone. What happened? First, disease. Diseases from Europe, measles, mumps, smallpox, chickenpox, and cholera killed over half the Indians in North America. Records from Plains Indian tribes chronicle the years of death from the diseases. But what became of those who survived the diseases? The Indians of the northern plains, especially the Comanche and Kiowa, who were great horse warriors, drove out and killed many of the remaining people who made up the eastern tribes. Indians driven from their homelands by American pioneers provided additional pressure on the Texas tribes. We've already seen how this worked in the case of the Alabama Coshada. Other tribes that moved temporarily into Texas were the Wichita, Attakapaw, Seminole, Cherokee, Delaware, and Shawnee. As the powerful American pioneers pushed westward, they encroached on the Native American homelands and simply drove out the Indians. In Texas, this happened in the mid-1800s. Texas's second president, Mirabeau B. Lamar, turned practice into policy.
Lamar, when he succeeded Houston as president, Houston had a policy of getting along with the Indians and working with them. Lamar's attitude was destroy. We want no Indians in Texas, and Texas will not be safe or peaceful until we have driven all Indians out of Texas. This virtually gave an open season or an open license to warfare or killing and driving out the Indians.
Those Indians who survived Lamar's extermination policy were moved to reservations in Oklahoma. Even the fierce Comanche and Kiowa finally surrendered. By 1874, Texas had virtually eliminated its Indian populations. The one exception was the Kickapoo. The ancestors of the Kickapoo were first noticed by French explorers around the Great Lakes in Wisconsin. Eventually, they were pushed south and, like other immigrants, settled in Texas around the Eagle Pass area along the Rio Grande. In the early to mid-19th century, the Kickapoo guarded the Mexican border for the Mexican government against Comanche raids. In appreciation, they were given land, a 17,000-acre reservation in Mexico. Unwilling to give up their traditional ways, they lived in their wigwams and resisted all attempts by the United States government to move them to Oklahoma.